Oh. Ah. Oh.
Shiva Hawalya, Uru Shiva Hawalya, Uru Shiva Hawalya, la da 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 da.
Don't forget to get onto the phone company. I don't know about good to talk, but 4 hours on a mobile phone has to be a mistake, doesn't it? I said it has to be a mistake, doesn't it?
Yes.
Even you couldn't talk to your sister for that long.
Well, maybe my phone went off in my bag or something.
Even so. They think we're going to pay this bill? They can think again, that's all. Anyway, look, I've got to run. Brian's organised a workshop development meeting this morning. Some touchy-feely American nonsense, no doubt. It's not enough these days to simply pay your staff. You have to make sure their emotional needs in the workplace are met too. Apparently it maximises profit and performance. Seems to me if you're not performing, you just sack them. That ought to be motivation enough.
That's right.
See you later.
Bye.
Mac?
Eye drops.
Oh, big night out, was it?
No, a touch of hay fever.
Hay fever? This time of year?
Well, dust allergy, you know, same sort of thing.
Just as long as it's not postnatal depression.
Of course not.
What are you doing there so early, anyway? Kate kicked you out.
What?
I suppose you're footing like a right mother hen now that she's back home. Packed you off early to give her some peace with the baby, eh?
Yeah, something like that. Right, work to be done. And when there's work to be done, here I am.
I think fatherhood's going to be good for you. Fancy some coffee?
Yeah, I could kill for a cup of coffee.
Not necessary. Just give me a pay rise.
Pete, this is Jude, again. Give me a call, will you? We need to talk. Man, can't live with them.
Can't dump them by the curb when you're done with them. Mrs. Romera's test results.
Thank you.
Your blood pressure's a little bit higher than I'd like it to be. Are you under a lot of pressure at the moment?
How do you mean?
Stress, worries, anything like that?
Just the usual.
Work and marriage?
Well, I suppose there is a bit of extra pressure at work.
Serious?
No, not really. We've just been bought out by an American company. But my job's safe. It's just implementing their new ideas and systems. You know, just a bit more to think about than usual.
And you exercise regularly?
I play squash a couple of times a week.
Oh, that's very stressful. You can put your shirt back on.
Don't tell me I have to take up racquetball instead. I'm not ready to retire just yet.
So what is on your mind, Mr. Marison?
What do you mean?
Something's troubling you. Your blood pressure's up. You've come in to see me, and if it's not work...
It's home.
Yes.
My wife. She and I were...
Go on.
Well, it's not easy to say.
Like I said, Mr. Marison, everything's confidential.
Charlotte, my wife, I think she has a problem. I think it could be serious.
Lot 98, large unframed oil. Blackadder. I jest, of course. This is an unsigned portrait of Mary Queen of Scots, 20th century. Who'll start me at £100? Come along now, £100. Is there a Scot here? A Frenchman? She was Queen of France too, you know. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, I won't start at less than £100. Thank you, I have £100. And 120, 150, 200, 250, 250, 300, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500 pounds, 550, 650.
It's not like an interest anymore. It's like an obsession, a compulsion. I think she's losing it. She was up at 6 this morning looking at antiques on the web.
And how long's she been like this?
For quite a while. But it's been getting worse lately.
Well, people can get passionate about a hobby, Patrick. It's quite normal.
It's not a hobby, though, is it? I thought it was at first. I thought it would be good for her. You know, have an interest. She doesn't work. She doesn't have to. I earn enough.
Okay.
But there has to be a limit, doesn't there?
So you think she's got a problem with it?
Yes. The stuff she buys. We have no need for it. She buys all this junk at auctions, pays far more than it's worth, and it just sits there gathering dust in the garage.
Have you tried talking to her?
Oh, she refuses to admit there's a problem. She says it's just me patronising her, you know, trying to keep her down. But it's not that. I'm worried about her.
Of course.
I just don't know where it's going to end.
Any advance on £1,200. Selling at 1,200. Sold at £1,200. For £1,200 to 144. Sold.
Sorry, I'm getting a bit worked up.
Well, you shouldn't. It's not good for the blood pressure.
Maybe it's me going mad.
£1,000.
Sounds like you're describing addictive behaviour. And people with addictive personalities can be addicted to anything. Believe me. Chocolate, nicotine, alcohol, gambling, sex, and yes, even shopping.
Come along, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fine Victorian pianola. It has a beautiful mahogany case. I'm looking for 300. Come on, it's worth twice that at least. Who'll start me off at 300?
Addictions all follow similar patterns. It's not uncommon that when someone is low, depressed, or worried about something, that they turn to something else to help them take the mind of it.
200. Start the ball rolling at 200. I'm looking for 200. 100. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful Victorian pianola. Not even 100? 50 then. Who'll start me at 50? Thank you, madam. Clearly a music lover. Who'll give me 75?
Some people turn to the bottle, some people turn to drugs. But shopping is just a good way of having something to take your mind of whatever the problem is.
I'm selling at 50. Sold to 144.
We joke about retail therapy, but it is a joke that's very near the mark.
So she does have a problem.
Hang on a minute, I haven't even met her. But in a lot of ways, auctions are like gambling. People get a rush of adrenaline when they start bidding. They get carried away, they get high, literally. And then after the bidding, they get the come down. And just like any gambler, they go back for that one more spin, one more jolt.
She's always there.
Look, why don't you bring her in to see me?
She won't.
Well, I can't help her if she doesn't.
She refuses to admit there's a problem. She's never going to agree to come in here.
What you have to remember is that if she does have an addictive problem, that could well be the symptoms for something else. The addictive behaviour takes her mind off the real problem. Buying antiques isn't the real problem, is it? If it was, then there'd be a few people on television in a lot of trouble.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that we need to find out what the root of the problem is. So if you want to help her and if you want me to help her, then the first step is for you to get her to come in and see me. Look, I understand that that's a big step, but it's a step that you're going to have to help her to take. The sooner the better.
Any messages, Katrina?
Oh, sorry. Pete's still not called you back?
No, he hasn't.
He'll just be sulking somewhere. Men, they're all little boys at heart.
I don't know why I should worry about him, but you do, don't you? Can't help yourself.
Probably thinks he's teaching you a lesson.
I know.
I've been there. It'll work out.
Maybe.
You don't think they can get it into the house?
Not with the sort of steps you're talking about. It's just too heavy. With a ramp, they can get it on and off the trailer. But getting it up steps, that'll be a specialist job.
I see.
To be honest, that's why you got it so cheap. It was part of a house clearance I took on. I just wanted it out of the room.
Well, you live and learn, I suppose.
In this game, you have to. Kills you otherwise.
Just listen to me, Charlotte, please.
No, I won't listen to you. Frankly, I think I've heard enough.
Can we not just talk about this?
Haven't you done enough talking with this doctor of yours?
He wants to help.
He. Why am I not surprised to hear he's a man?
He only wants to talk to you.
About my shopping?
Yes.
Have you listened to yourself, Patrick?
Like I say, we only want to help.
With what? The NHS giving out credit cards now, are they?
Things are getting out of control. All these auctions, all these antique fairs. It's too much, Charlotte.
It's my money, Patrick.
Yes, I know that.
It's my family's money. I don't suppose I have to remind you that it paid for this house. And if I choose to spend some of my money on antiques, well, it's really none of your doctor's business, is it? Now, if you really don't mind, I have some items to sort through.
Okay.
Getting there.
Have you heard from Pete?
No.
Fancy a drink?
I could do with one. I'm not really in the mood for a noisy pub just now.
No?
Had enough of the public today.
Well, a quiet little wine bar then.
Thanks, though. Pete, where have you been?
Nowhere very nice.
Why didn't you return any of my calls?
I needed some time. I needed some space to think.
I've been really worried about you.
Really?
Yes, of course, really. What do you take me for?
A two-timing cow. What else?
Why don't you come through to my room?
That's all you've got to say, is it?
There's nothing more to say.
I can't believe you're being like this.
I was telling Richard where to get off, telling him never to come near me again.
And you expect me to believe that?
Well, it comes down to trust, doesn't it? And at the end of the day, you don't trust me.
Well, can you blame me?
Yeah, I can blame you. What does that say about a relationship if there's no trust?
I love you, Jude, but I'm not sure I believe you on this one.
Well, that's not enough.
What do you mean it's not enough?
I need you to trust me. We have to have trust or we have nothing.
How can I trust you? You lied to me.
I never lied to you.
As good as. You didn't tell me you were seeing Richard again. You certainly didn't tell me he was coming over to your place for a cosy tete-a-tete.
Because I knew that's exactly how you would react.
And you expect me to believe that? You're incredible.
It's the truth. But you didn't wait to hear my side of the story, did you? Oh, no. You just go off running on days on end, leaving me to worry myself to death.
Well, it's nice to know you cared.
Quite frankly, I can't see why I bothered.
Well, you know what? Neither can I. I should have known you'd tell me to like it or lump it. It's always about what you want, isn't it?
I want Richard out of my life and I want us to be together. Pete, this is stupid.
Stupid? You're seeing your ex-husband behind my back, Jude.
I can't deal with this right now. We'll talk when you've calmed down.
Come on, you guys. We can hear you all around the building.
It's all right, Mac. There's nothing more to discuss. Pete's just leaving.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
I think that'll be best.
It's funny how everyone seems to know what's best for me.
Just go home. We'll talk when you've calmed down.
I just want to know why, Jude.
Pete, just leave.
Not till you tell me the truth. I was right, wasn't I? All your talk of trust, and all along I'm right. We're supposed to be getting married in a few weeks.
You'll never learn, will you?
Oh, I've learned plenty. I've learned that you're a lying tart.
Now, that's enough. It's time to leave.
Get your hands off me.
Just get out. Oh, Mac, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Oh, I could kill him.
Come on, Jude, it was an accident. I'm okay, really. You think I ought to talk to him?
No, I wouldn't waste your breath.
Look, you calm down, have a nice cup of tea, and I'll talk to him. I'll just get my coat.
Thanks, Mac.
No problem. Let's go.
Oi! Sorry, Mac, I didn't mean it.
I know.
I can't believe she's behaving like this. I've half a mind to go back in there.
Just leave it, eh?
I can't leave it like this.
Look, how about a drink? Calm down a bit. Think things through.
I don't know.
Go on, it's that way. 2 minutes.
Patrick, don't!
What's wrong with you? Why do you keep buying all this stuff? I can't take this anymore! I just can't take it!
Patrick, please! I only want to play again! You know, all my life I've had to deal with men's petty jealousies or insecurities. I thought Pete was different, I really did.
People change, don't they?
No, they don't. I wish they did.
Are you talking about you or Pete?
What do you mean?
There's a lot of emotion flying around here, a lot of anger. It makes me wonder where it's all coming from.
I don't follow. What are you saying?
I was just thinking, this thing with Richard. Maybe there is some unfinished business there.
I don't believe ridiculous, Helen.
I was only a few weeks away from marrying her. I've been a fool, haven't I?
That's what women do, Pete. They make fools of us.
She denies it, but I know there's something going on. My thinking is that she wants to end it, but she won't come out and say it. She sees her ex-husband behind my back, and I'm the one in the wrong. She twists things, and suddenly it's all my fault.
Tell me about it.
It's all about what the woman wants, isn't it?
Look at me, Pete. The wrong side of 50. My wife pushed me out last night. I had to spend the night in the surgery. I should be looking forward to retirement, taking it easy. But someone went and changed the ground rules. Someone wanted to play happy families, and now I'm the proud father of a new baby. Again.
But you said that...
You just take charge of your own life, Pete, eh? That's all I got to say. Before it's too late. If you think Jude is steering you into a corner, then maybe it's time you took over the wheel, eh? I'll get you another one.
Patrick?
Is he going to be okay?
Bye, Mr. Radlett.
How's the eye?
Sorry?
Well, it gave you quite a crack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had worse.
Has he calmed down any?
I think so, yeah. He was very upset.
Good.
I told him that he ought to put things in perspective.
And did he listen to you?
Yeah. I think so.
Thanks for trying, Mac.
No problem.
Mac?
What?
I thought he was having a breakdown.
No, not that serious. He had a lot of anger building up inside. It was all bottled up. It's good that he let it out. Have you any idea how it might have started?
A year ago. Almost to the day. We just moved here to get out of the town, away from all the traffic. Thought it would be safer.
Safer?
For Jason. Our son. It's ironic, isn't it?
Go on.
I was out. Shopping. There was plenty we needed. This place is bigger than where we were before. I had an inheritance. My aunt died. So there's a lot of furniture to buy. Patrick stayed home with the baby. More my thing, interior design, I suppose. It was a hot day. Patrick was in the back garden with Jason. He was 14 months old. Patrick had him sleeping in his little chair. The doorbell went, a delivery, some sofa or something. And when he came back, Jason had got out of his chair and had crawled across the lawn to look at the bright fish in the pond. Patrick found him face down in the water. When I came home, there was an ambulance. Blue lights flashing. They revived him, but he died in hospital 2 hours later. So, he blames himself. And I blame myself. But he's still dead, isn't he?
Have you, talked to anyone? Counselling?
Patrick refuses to talk about him, even with me. He's put it out of his mind as if it never happened. We don't talk about him. We don't talk about anything. We don't make love. We have sex occasionally, but we don't make love. It wasn't only Jason who died that afternoon.
He needs to get proper help. You both do.
He won't admit there's a problem.
I think he just did.
Pete, I've told you this isn't the time or the place. I don't want to discuss things here. Just go away for now, please.
I can do better than that.
What do you mean?
I can go away for good. It's over, Jude.
Pete, for goodness sake, I'm marrying you. Nothing happened with Richard and me. Nothing was ever going to happen.
That's not the point, and you know it. If we can't talk about it, we don't have a relationship. It's that simple.
I do want to talk about it, just not here, not now.
Well, maybe I'm fed up of dancing to your tune. Maybe I'm fed up of always putting what I want second. Maybe this time I get to tell you first. It's over, Jude, isn't it? It's over. I know it's what you want.
Those rats?
Yeah. That's Thelma and Louise. I bought Thelma for Pete as a token of our love.
Oh, romantic.
She looked like she was getting a bit lonely, so we bought Louise to keep her company a month ago. It's amazing how fast things change, isn't it? What am I gonna do?
Well, maybe they could stay here.
I didn't mean about the rats.
I know.
Hiya. What are those?
Thelma and Louise.
Oh.
I think Pete's called the wedding off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The rats have got nowhere to go, and I was wondering if they could stay here for the night.
Absolutely not. They're a health risk.
It is only for the one night.
No. No.
You've been such a long time, I was beginning to wonder where you got to. You okay? Charlotte?
Just done a home pregnancy test. Sorry.
It's all right. We've got time, haven't we? We can start again. I know we've got a long way to go, but we can start, can't we? I've got something to show you.
Patrick.
You can open your eyes now. A digital piano. A bit easier to get up the steps.
Oh, Patrick.
We've got a lot in common, you know. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're homeless, aren't we? We're not welcome anywhere. Yeah. On a blooming treadmill, eh? Day after day after day. So where does it get you, eh? Nowhere, that's where. It doesn't get you anywhere. And what have you got to look forward to, eh? Just more of the same. That's what. More of the same blooming treadmill. Thelma and Louise, they went on the run, didn't they? But it wasn't on a treadmill. No, they went for it. They really went for it. Well, maybe you deserve the same chance, eh? Eh? Maybe we all do. Go on. Go on. Go on. Do it for me, eh? Do it for all of us stuck on the bloody treadmill. Go on. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Go on. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.